In this video, we're going to look at how acid and base chemistry has had a big impact on our environment. And so we begin with our fuel consumption as a nation. And so in 2013, 80% of the energy in the US came from fossil fuels, that is, oil, natural gas, and coal. Now, when we use fossil fuels, we actually make CO2. So here's methane plus oxygen. So we burn it and we make carbon dioxide and water, right? And some of these fossil fuels, they actually contained sulfur as well. And so when we burn this sulfur, we're going to make SO2 gas. SO2 gas can react with oxygen to make SO3 gas. And also, when we burn at a high temperature, about 78% of our atmosphere is made out of nitrogen. And so, when burning stuff, we actually make NO2 because that nitrogen and oxygen can combine. So, why does this matter? Well, this can actually cause acid rain. So, this CO2, SO2, NO2, these are non-metal oxides. And these non-metal oxides are actually acidic. So what will happen is that these are actually conjugate bases. So CO2 can make H2CO3, SO2 can make H2SO4, NO2 can make HNO3. And what you get is that these gases increase the acidity of rain through these reactions. Now, naturally, this happens on Earth. Volcanoes can do this. Some bacteria can do this. But with the combustion of fuel, we have increased the amount of CO2, SO2, and NO2 in our atmosphere by manyfold. And so what has happened is that we have acidified our rain. We have created acid rain. So in this chart, we're looking at pH of rainwater. You can see in some industrial parts of the nation, especially where we use a lot of coal, a lot of fossil fuels, the pH of the water is, roughly around 4.7, 4.8. Remember, neutral water is 7. Rainwater's, normally a little acidic, but well above 5.7, as you can see in the areas that don't have that much human interaction. But where there's a lot of industry, a lot of fossil fuels being used, you get rain that is very acidic. And what happens is that this rain, since it's acidic, will damage things like stonework, it will kill trees, it will acidify lake and kill aquatic life, soil will become more acidic, so plant life won't be able to grow, so on and so forth. So this was a very big problem. In the 1990s, the Clean Air Act was enacted to help and reduce acid rain. And they do this by reducing the amount of SO2. And you can actually see this next time you're filling up your gas. Look at the diesel pump and it will say, this diesel fuel has so many parts per billion. That's partly due to Clean Air Act. And if you look at the amount of SO2 in the air from 1990 to 2013, it has gone from roughly 130 parts per billion to 30 parts per billion. So it has decreased manyfold. And this has helped reduce acid rain, and it has helped stabilize the Northeast and allowing the soil become less acidified, the lakes become less acidified. But you can see it does take a long time for this to happen. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.